What's happening, guys? Welcome to another video of Ride with Raj, and this video is all about the battle of the 250s. The owner of both the motorcycles, his name is Arnav. One is his father's and one is his. So let's meet him and talk to him and talk about these motorcycles. Well, Arnav's here with us, and I'm glad that he provided me these motorcycles to review as well as talk to him about it. He lives next to my building, and he is also my subscriber and he watches my channel regularly. So Arnav, why did you choose the Benelli 250 and why did your father choose the Kawasaki 250?
The Kawasaki has been in the Indian market since a long time, so my father really trusts this company. And as you can see, the fairings are absolutely beautiful, and the feel of this bike is none other. Like, it's
Great.
It's very good.
And what made you choose the Tornado TNT 250?
The 250 is very comfortable, and the handlebars and everything are excellent, and it's very good for a first timer. So my father chose that for me.
That's pretty good. He's pretty honest and nice that he's a first timer in motorcycles. So he wanted something naked and street, am I right? Yeah. Father chose the Kawasaki Z250 because he believes in the Japanese brand Kawasaki and it's there since a long time. He likes the Benelli. Benelli is also a very famous brand introduced recently in India, and a lot of people are really liking the machine. And I think for him, the way he looks, the way he rides, the style he has of riding, he prefers a naked bike, which is very much like this. And he chose a red color because he loves the sporty red color, which he told me. So pretty good now, and let's not waste much more time, and I'll just do a quick walk around both these bikes. I won't do a neck to neck comparison, I'll do a basic comparison, just an overview. After that, I'll take these two sweet babies for a test ride and give my honest review about it. Well, this walk around will be a very basic walk around. I won't be getting too much technical here because I've already reviewed the Z250, but I'm really excited to talk about Benelli. Well, the Z250 is not comparable to the Benelli 250 because this is a parallel twin and the Benelli 250 is a single cylinder motorcycle. However, the father chose the more chunkier and beefy looking motorcycle, which is the Z250, and the son definitely chose the red Benelli 250, which is really attractive according to me. As you guys can see, this motorcycle really stands out and does feel that it's a different kind of a breed. Well, this 4-stroke liquid-cooled parallel twin engine throws in a power of 31.56 bhp at 11,000 rpm, which has 2 cylinders and 4 valves, which is pretty good for its category. The Benelli TNT 250 has a single cylinder and does have a maximum power of 28.16 bhp at 9,800 rpm. Well, there is nearly a lakh rupee difference in the price range for both these motorcycles. However, Arnav got a pretty good discount because we all know that the Bharat 4 compliance has been activated. So all the motorcycles which are Bharat 3 are now passing at a discounted rate, and that's what Arnav hit for. And he is really happy that they got both the bikes at a good deal. Well, both these headlamps are distinctly different, and if you look at the Z250 headlamp, it looks more aggressive and broader. The TNT 250 looks a little more slimmer and more of a robotic head. The petrol tank of the Z250 looks larger in size and does give a sporty feel for the thigh support. And if you look at the Benelli TNT 250 petrol tank, it's much more sleeker and does have a dual tone effect. Z250 instrument cluster looks pretty nice with the analog and digital feature. I have already demonstrated this feature in my past video, so if you've not checked the video out, please check it out. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice and complements the motorcycle. The instrument cluster on the TNT 250 is much narrower and much sleeker, which also complements the motorcycle and does come with the analog and digital feature. Well, the signature style key of Benelli is pretty impressive. I really like it. It's very much like a car key. It's foldable. You just have to squeeze this button and the key actually goes inside and looks pretty compact and sleek. Well, the twin seat on the Benelli looks pretty nice and soft. It's not that hard the way it looks, which I really like, and there's a branding of Benelli on the rear seat, which is pretty cool, and does come with these nice grab bars for the pillion safety. The end finishes with this tail lamp, which looks pretty cute. Now let's talk about the Z250 seat. I don't find these seats very comfortable by looking at it and riding it, and this strap is pretty cheap as per Kawasaki standard. I'm not that impressed, but I like this tapering look in the end, which looks more sporty and aggressive. Well, the engine cage guard looks pretty cool, and it's same on the KTM because it's a naked sport bike. I do not like this grille, which actually allows the visibility of the battery and the wires behind it. I am not too fond of that. Coming to the Kawasaki, the cage is actually replaced by a fairing because this is a different kind of an engine and does come with a great chassis. And both these bikes are 6-speed gears. Well, the exhaust of the Benelli TNT 250 is not that bad looking, but it could have been better. Looking at the Kawasaki Z250 exhaust system looks really classy and more elite. Well, what I knew about the Benelli tires is they were actually MRF in past, but you have an option to add Matzillers, and that's what Arnav told me. Well, on the Z250, the rear wheel is much fatter because definitely it has a parallel twin, so the tires are actually designed as per the motorcycle. Well, the rear part of the Z250 actually is pretty nice and the tires are very visible. And coming to Benelli, the fiber guard is more longer and sleeker, so kind of spoils the look there. However, the tail light and the grab bars make it look pretty nice and chunky. The front disc brakes are 280mm pedal disc brakes with caliper and complements the upside down forks. However, the Kawasaki Z250 does not get the upside down forks, they get the conventional forks. It comes with 300mm of disc brakes, which is pretty good in braking. The father and son duo did not want to cross the 250cc barrier, and that's why they chose these two different categories. But I thought I'll compare it for you guys and do a small test ride of it. So now enough of walk around, let's go and ride these babies. Alright friends, so I have hopped on the TNT 25, that's the Benelli. First thing I'll talk about is the comfort while sitting as soon as I sit on the motorcycle. Height is not a problem. I'm 5 feet 8.5 inches tall, so it's perfectly, as you guys can see, my feet are on the floor, so pretty good at that part. The key I already showed you guys, that's a very unique feature. I really like this key. It's like a knife, you just do it like that and it comes out, so pretty good and pretty nice so far. So let's start the engine. So that's the exhaust note if you wanted to hear, which is not bad for a single cylinder. So I'm not taking this motorcycle on the highway, I'm just taking it on the back road. The first gear pickup of this motorcycle is immense. It's pretty quick, pretty swift. Obviously I will feel under power because I'm riding a 250. I'm used to riding a little bit more powered motorcycles. So but this is really good if you're looking for a quick action. Right now I am at the third gear. Okay, so the clutch is a little hard, but I think that needs a little setting. Okay, regarding the throttle response, it's pretty quick, it's immediate. I like that feature of this motorcycle. It's immediate, you guys can see that it's immediate. First gear pickup is pretty good, but the third gear feels really nice. It has a growl and pretty immense and powerful for such a small package. The handlebar is perfect. I think Benelli has done a great job on the handlebar. You know, you're not actually bending a lot on this, so turning this motorcycle is much easier. As you guys can see, the control is much better because of this handlebar, the way it's designed, and it's really good. You guys can see there's a little, it goes upwards and then bends down, so it gives a little bit of a street feel to you, and I like that feature. The control over this motorcycle is very easy because of the handlebar. And yes, if people who are looking for a very swift solution like the KTM or the Yamaha FZ250 or the Benelli 250, I think this is really nice. The way the Matzillers are performing, I must say they are good tires, at least for the Mumbai roads. Okay, So I'm on the third gear now. 75, 80, 85. Okay, so I must say this bike is good, but you have to throttle hard to enjoy this motorcycle. You have to check the curving, pretty good. Let's check the brakes at the turning. Wow, immediate. The front disc a little better than the rear, what I felt on this motorcycle. Okay, so I feel the engine is very refined. Okay, the exhaust sound is pretty good. Even at a 250 you can enjoy a little bit of a growl and feel that you're riding a very nice bike. So I think Arnav was perfectly correct. For a beginner who's going for a little bit of a throttle responsive bike, this is a nice bike. Yes, I'm too eager to review the Duke 390 2017, and now let's stretch it and duck down a little bit. Yep. So I touched 19 few seconds, which is not bad. Pretty good performer. Braking pretty good, but the disc brake is better than the rear brake. Clutch is a little bit hard, but I think that's the setting and it's intentionally kept like that. You do feel you're riding a little premium bike than your basic bikes, because you can make out the difference when you're riding a Benelli. Especially the growl has its signature note, which everyone's enjoying. The most common feature of Benelli, which everyone in India is enjoying, is the exhaust note. Even at the 600i, which I was riding in Ahmedabad, did have a very nice exhaust note, and I'm sure they have kept that intentionally because they know that Indians love the rev. So pretty good at that. So you guys can see that my form is upright. There is no weight on the handlebar or anything like that. It's pretty good even to curve. As you guys can see, I'm trying to just do a little bit of zigzag, just to show that how easy it is to maneuver this bike, and I don't feel it's that heavy. So that was a quick ride I took on this motorcycle, and my experience so far is really nice. I like mostly everything about this motorcycle when it comes to shock ups. Trust me, I was not feeling the bumps very bad. I think the shocks are pretty good of this motorcycle. The handlebar is my favorite of this motorcycle because I could really tilt well and curve the roads. So it's pretty good. Sitting comfort, perfectly fine. I don't know about the pillion, how the pillion would feel, but sitting comfort is perfect. Clutch is a little tight, but that's all right. That's the tension, we can adjust that. Overall, a good bike in a good package, and I feel this is a thumbs up for any rider who's looking for a 250cc and wants to go for Benelli. Okay, so yes, you guys have already seen me riding the Z250, but I'm doing that again now so that it can compare. I can't compare these motorcycle actually. I sit on this motorcycle. If you notice, my sitting form has become a little sportier. It's a little more aggressive. I'm leaning a little more forward. On Benelli, I was very much like this. Alright, on this motorcycle, I'm leaning a little forward, which I personally like because I feel that's a very good way of curving the motorcycle and enjoying it. So the handlebar is perfect. It's a little shorter than the Benelli handlebar, which is good because you can keep your elbows inside while ducking down and curving left or right, however you want to do it. So it's much more, you can even scoop back and do the entire curving like that. So it's pretty good, and that's why it's designed. So it is a naked come a Sportster, or you can call it like a Street Fighter, right? So that's the bike. And now let's go for a test ride. Yeah, as soon as you sit on this motorcycle, this is heavier. This is definitely heavier than the Benelli, and you can feel the weight on this motorcycle. Well, that's the power of the Z250, and that is amazing. Alright, so yes, I am not being biased to Kawasaki because I like this brand a lot. but they make beautiful bikes, guys. I have to be honest. For a Z250, and the way I'm throttling right now, I'm just gonna check a good patch and throttle this bike and try to give you all a good feedback. But what I feel sitting on it is really good. The throttle response is lagged, but it picks up later on, which I mentioned in my previous. The clutch is soft like butter. I'm serious, guys. I mean, just check this. You guys can make out. All right, just look at my left side. It's extremely soft for switching gears. You saw the response is awesome. If you put an aftermarket exhaust note on a Z250, you will be thrilled if you want to enjoy this bike. And I feel for a new rider who's looking for a little adventure, not gonna ride hard, but feels that I should have a bike where some patches I should scramble, I think Z250 it is, and it's time to scramble now. Beautiful machine, beautiful engineering, and I personally like the Z250 for sure. For the new riders who are looking for thrill and trying to enjoy this motorcycle, I think this is a good package. Yes, that's why it is expensive. Then that's why this comparison is not that good with Benelli TNT, because both have a very different price tag. But these guys got a very good discount, and I think I'm gonna throttle once more. So the response is pretty good. Let's talk about the braking. Fantastic. You know, these rear tires are larger than the normal ones. So pretty good response. You can really curve well. One thing I did not like on this motorcycle, which I feel is a seat. Okay, I find the seat very hard like the KTM. But even the new KTM has softer seats, so I'm not that happy with the seats. In spite of being a street fighter, this motorcycle does feel that you're sitting on a sports bike. The way the sitting posture on this motorcycle is same as that you're sitting on a Ninja or a sports bike. No vibrations at all. This baby is ready to ride the streets. This baby is ready to take a little bit of stretch. This baby is ready to curve well. And I think Z250 is a perfect bike for Mumbai people who don't want a lot of hustle in traffic and don't want to carry heavy bikes. I think this is a good bike. Let's talk about the shocks. I am enjoying the shocks on this more on that, but I think that's nothing to do with the shocks. That's to the way the sitting posture of this motorcycle is. So because of that, the shocks are feeling, I mean, I can feel really good. Even the small bumps it can take pretty well, and nice. So friends, this was a quick ride review, because I don't want this video to become too long, and that's why I'm taking a very short ride of this motorcycle. But my verdict about both these motorcycles is that both these motorcycles are different in their genre. Alright, if you are looking to start a basic, if you're a college going kid and if you need a 250cc motorcycle just for colleges and chilling out here and there, I would recommend the Benelli, which is pretty nice. If you want certain Sunday rides to join on the NH8 with friends and fellow riders and feel that you should at least have more than 100cc for city commuting and going for some thrill rides, I think the Z250 is pretty good. And that's what I feel of this motorcycle. Plus so that's my take. Okay, now the question is, I know you guys are asking, Raj, which bike would you take between these two? I'm not gonna be biased, but obviously will be the Z250. But this is because the question is, between these two, which bike would I take? And it all depends on the budget. And my favorite, if you ask me right now, in the Kawasaki series, which one would I like to buy? I would go for the Z900. I like the Z900 a lot. I find it very conventional, very different, and I'm really looking forward to ride that in future. So that's the thing. One thing also I want to talk about is the throttle response. I mean, to accelerate this motorcycle, you really have to... You see the lag? If you notice, I'm going to prove it now. Okay, here. First gear is fine. Second gear, check it out. Lag. It picks up later, but that's how it's designed. On a Benelli, it's a quick pickup. Simple as that. Yeah, so I hope you guys are not expecting for a very long ride, because I you know, it's his bike. I can't take it all the way to highway. I'm happy that he provided me this motorcycle to review and to take small spins on the back road. Father and son duo have gone for a very good combination. The father being experienced, and one more thing I would like to add up here. Arnav got his father's passion back. His father used to not ride motorcycles anymore. He used to ride them long back, and you know, the son got that feeling back for the father, and the father in the end bought a nice motorcycle. And I think he made a very good choice. He went for a parallel twin, which would give him more power, and his son went for a perfect choice. So this is really good for a father-son combination. Well, I hope you like this video, especially about these two bikes, and if you like, please give it a thumbs up or comment below. And I'm really happy that I've got 24,000 subscribers, so I want to thank specially to all the subscribers who are subscribing to my channel and supporting me a lot. And as usual, eat well, sleep well, be good. Signing off, Ride with Raj.